Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here with an Enter Mega Buzzwole, or a Buzzwole Re-Enter Showcase, something. It's a Re-Enter Mega Bug, but that. Okay, it's a Buzzwole Showcase. Sorry, I don't know why that was so hard for me to get across, but I want to be showing it off in Ubers because I've used Buzzwole enough in UU before it got banned. I've definitely used it enough in OU before it got banned. I want to try it out in the Ubers tier. I want to give a big shout out to my boy asfgerthrrth for passing me this team. Also, if you guys want to check out any of the previous showcases, you can. There's a playlist down below. You can also check out the updated moveset video, which was uploaded earlier today, as well as my thoughts on all the ridiculous changes that we got in UU and RU for the tier shifts for September. So let's look at the team real quick before we look for some battles. We got defensive Buzzwole right here with Hammer on, Toxic, Roost, and Stone Edge. Celesteela, he said I should put like, I think 40 speed on it. I think it was like 40 speed he said for Gothitelle. Or something like that. He said something like that. SD, Dual Dance, Primal Groudon. Mega Diancie, something I haven't used in Ubers just yet. I think I used it actually once. And Choice Band Ho with Return, which is pretty cool. Typically I'd use Toxic here, but Sleep Talk is pretty much useless. And Return is cool if I don't want to take Recoil from Brave Bird, but it's also really spammable because it's 102 base power. And then we have Defog Arceus Ground, which is also our rocker, so we're not running Ice Beam on this, so it'll be an interesting live for sure. A lot of these sets I haven't ran much in this metagame. I have not used Choice Band Ho much in Ubers. I definitely haven't used an Ice Beamless Arceus Ground, nor have I used Diancie. Celesteela I've used a little bit, and I've never used Buzzwole. I think I've only used it once in Ubers when I was testing it out. And then Dual Dance Primal Ground on something I haven't used in a little while either. So let's just go ahead and look for a battle, and hopefully we find a Marshadow, and then my Buzzwole is able to Toxic Roost. That's all I want out of this live. It's a showcase. That's really all I want. I just want to be able to Toxic Roost one little Marshadow or one little SD Lucario. I want to knock it out with Hammer Arm. You know what I'm saying? Just a little. Just a really little thing like that. Let me go ahead and open this up in a new tab over here. Oh, one thing I want to say, guys, Lily, she ain't touching Buzzwole's nipple. I keep seeing comments like that. She's holding a Pokeball, which you can clearly see right here, unless his nipple is deformed and it's like I don't know what it is. And her pinky is touching, it's barely touching, but it is touching his his stem. It's not a stem. What's it called? I forgot what it's called. Wow. This part of the insect. It's not the stem. It's the damn, what the hell is it called? I forgot what it's called. Wow. Yeah, my bad, guys. My mind's all over the place. But yeah, I just had to say that. And I didn't want to use this background because obviously I'm using Buzzwole. It's not the nose. What is the nose of a mosquito called? Because I forgot. I literally forgot. Needle. Proboscis. Yeah, proboscis. Proboscis? Whatever. That's the word I forgot. Is that what I was talking about? I think that's the word I forgot. Doesn't sound like a word I remember. But yeah, basically, I think Buzzwole is pretty cool. I think I mentioned it in the moveset video, and I don't know why I can't find a battle to save my life, because there definitely aren't that many battles on it. I mentioned in the moveset video, but I feel like Buzzwole's highlight in this generation was being in UU previously. So my opponent does have a Ho-Oh, which is pretty cool. I'm going to try and snipe that. Dual Dance Groudon destroys my opponent as well. I actually want to lead off with Arceus Ground because I can get up rocks, and I also threaten out Metagross, and then I can go out into my Groudon after if he leads off a Kyogre. I don't want to lead a Groudon because if he leads off a Kyogre, I'm automatically in a bad position. So Arceus Ground is my lead of choice. We'll get up our rocks here. He does lead off with his own Arceus Ground. We're going to scout for Toxic, so we're going to go out to Celesteela. He doesn't have much to switch into this thing, honestly. I guess he could go Ho if he doesn't care about Toxic, or he could go out into Kyogre. Ends up going for the Earthquake there, though, so this is a free Leech Seed for me on more than likely a Ho switching. Nice. And I definitely want Rocks up. Diancie actually isn't bad at all in this either. Diancie doesn't have good switch-ins. I can't risk Celesteela right here, so I think that my best play is just Arceus, just to get up rocks early, and then go Diancie from there. Because I'll be able to take Sacred Fires, and ideally if he burns me, which he does, I mean, I know that sounds bad to say ideally, but it means he can't Toxic me. And he's probably going to go out into Kyogre now, so we'll get up our rocks right now. As he does go Kyogre, yep. And rocks are going to be good for threatening him because I literally click Fire Punch with my Groudon. Yeah, I actually just click Fire Punch or Groudon. So, speaking of which, Groudon is my only switch-in, so I won't make that play. Get rid of this Heavy Rain and then proceed to threaten him with the Fire Punch. He does go for Ice Beam, so very good play on my opponent's part. So you'd go out into Arceus Ground here, but there's no reason for me not to fire off Oppressive Blades. Yep. Arceus Ground is always going to be your play. I'll also be able to defog. Beautiful damage, too. Honestly, I feel like he wouldn't Earthquake because I do have Celesteela. I'm just going to Fire Punch right here. No. So, unfortunately, I lose my Groudon, which did sweep my opponent. But Ho does the exact same thing by clicking Brave Bird, and I'll be faster than Kyogre anyway, most likely. I can go Buzzwole now. I know I don't switch into Kyogre very well, though. But I can throw off a Toxic here on his more than likely defog. And then I could probably catch the Ho with Stone Edge. Though I think you would recover first. Would he go directly into Ho? Man! I could have Stone Edge and knocked him out. That's alright, I'll get him next time. I thought you would recover first because Arceus Ground still does check Diancie, which is a giant threat to you. It doesn't matter though. I get to bring in my my Arceus, and I think I have a decision to make. I obviously have to recover here, but it's a decision whether to Judgment Kyogre coming in first, and then try and win with Ho-Oh. It's getting about harder when I sacked my Earthquake. I shouldn't have done that. My Groudon Earthquake, but I really thought because these massive switch-ins, I'd be better. So, we'll get a Brox. I don't think you'd stay in when I can knock you out. If he does stay in, I go Diancie after, Mega Evolve and click Power Gem. Obviously, he does have Metagross, but I have Celesteela and whatnot, so I don't really care. Yeah, so let him knock me out, but then his Arceus Ground doesn't come in on me, and Diancie just gets to come out and just click a button. I'm actually going to Earth Power too, because Metagross and H-Slash are such easy switch-ins. This also shouldn't be able to... Why? That makes zero sense. That actually makes zero sense. Alright, well, you know what? Deserved. But that still made zero sense. Anyway. I'm going to Earth Power here. What? I don't understand why he's staying with... Ho-Oh. This dude's about to switch out when I click Power Gem now. You already know he is. Okay, I don't understand why you sacked your Ho-Oh to Diancie. I can't even begin to, like, explain those plays. That was not a good play. That was just not a good play. It kind of worked out for him, I guess. But it was not a good play, man. I'm still alright. Kyogre is a massive threat. Ideally, he goes Kyogre now and gives me a Moonblast off on him. That way I can just click Brave Bird with my Ho-Oh. I'm not as worried about Xerneas because its best attack to hit Celesteela is 30% chance of missing. And I think my Buzzwole can still beat Metagross. Unfortunately, I can't beat Aegislash. But I should be able to beat Metagross. Arceus comes out. We're just going to make the correct play of going Celesteela here. I'm not going to risk him being not a speedy variant. He actually goes for Tectonic Rage. So that's great because I'll be able to knock him out with my Heavy Slam right here and get a Beast Boost. If he defogs, I should be able to knock him out. I also do decent damage to Kyogre if he goes up to that. Unfortunately, because I am physically defensive, knocking him out with that doesn't necessarily matter. So Leech Seed, in theory, is a better play. But, I mean, if he's just going to sack his Arceus Ground right here, yeah, because it goes down to Poison anyway. If he's just going to sack Arceus Ground, then, I mean, Buzzwole did his job. But it's just the, this is the threat. This is the thing I'm worried about. This Mon right here. Yep. It's going to come right out. We're going to sack our Diancie, as he has 2 steals and this water type, which I don't switch into anyway. I mean, I guess if he went for like a Thunder there, I doubt Diancie lived it anyway. And we're going to proceed to go right for the Choice Band Brave Bird with my Ho-Oh, and pray we get a KO right here. Then again, he doesn't have to be. The damage he did to Groudon doesn't suggest offensive because I'm also an offensive Groudon. I just need this Choice Band Brave Bird. I do not get the KO, unfortunately. Scald is going to be able to knock me out. I feel like Celesteela can beat everything, so I'm going to go Buzzwole and pray we live a Scald, just naturally, and just go for Hammer Arm here. That's all I need the KO right here. If he's Rest Talk, then it's... Why'd he go for Ice Beam? Okay, whatever. I get rid of Kyogre, so I'm fine with that. I have no idea why that play went like... I don't know why he went for Ice Beam. Skull probably would have knocked me out based on that. But Xerneas comes out and I can just safely tox this thing. This first game is so odd. Not safely, but I can at least land a Toxic on that boy. And then proceed to... if he's Rest Talking me, it's harder, but... Goes for Focus Blast there. I don't know why he's not Moon Blasting. As he misses, but I also miss. But we'll get 2 turns of Toxic off on this on the Xerneas. Oh, 3 turns rather. As he does go for Moon Blast, yep. And I don't know if he'd be Aromatherapy, especially because he went right for the Moon Blast and the Focus Blast after. But I actually have to go right for Heavy Slam right here. No. We protect first to ensure that Heavy Slam knocks him out. That's 1. To ensure that Heavy Slam knocks him out after Poison, because I need my Beast Boost, that way I can deal with Metagross and Aegislash, I think. And he gets a crit on Focus Blast, so I get O-Code anyway. Alright, so that was an interesting game, like, first game. I don't know. I definitely shouldn't have lost my Groudon the way I did, but then I don't know what was happening as well. Like, why'd he stay in with Ho-Oh? Why'd he... What the hell's happening outside? Why'd he, I mean, he won. Granted, he won. But I think if he was like the Pursuit set, I think Celesteela could have done it. Depends on how well Celesteela took the Aegislash on. That was my bad though. I shouldn't have lost that game, and I definitely played that poorly. So I take full blame for that. Let's get Shadow Ball does a decent chunk to this, because they don't run Pursuit anymore in Aegislash, so that's another thing. I mean, if it was like a random SD Aegislash, which I definitely could have seen him being, I think I could at least beat it with my Beast Boost. Because Focus Blast did need a crit to kill me. Xerneas, Uber Geomancy. Yeah. I mean, I would have been low, hell yeah. But Focus Blast did need a crit to kill me. Another thing I could have gotten was trying to go for the Leech Seed Protect and not went for Heavy Slam or went for a Double Protect. But I think that still Heavy Slam was my best play. But oh well, that loss is on me. I played that poorly, and this team really doesn't like switching into Kyogre. Like, realizing it. Weak to it, weak to it, weak to it, weak to it. So, and we're Fizz Def on Celesteela. So, that is something to note. We do have enough Xerneas checks, though. Like, Groudon, Celesteela, Ho-Oh. This guy does have a Zekrom, which I'm pretty sure Buzzwole will eat up any hit from. Also, a Solgaleo, which Buzzwole does still eat up a hit. I'm going to lead off with my Buzzwole because I can guarantee just switch out into Groudon if need be. Basically, don't lead off a Groudon on teams that my opponent has Kyogre, because Kyogre is such a pain for me to switch into. Like, if it's able to go for a water move, it's worse for me. So Zygarde is his lead. I'll just go off for Toxic. Hits everything. I don't know if he'd fear the Ice Punch. I'm hoping he would. Just goes for Coil. As we miss Toxic. Good move to start off a miss with. And if he sub, that's going to suck. But he does switch out, though, into Solgaleo, which doesn't beat me. Banded Zen Headbutt ain't gonna do crap. It sucks that I missed Toxic. Yeah, yum. Yum. And I get a crit back. Nice. For that miss. I will Roost up because we do eat the hit. That's not banded. And come on, dude. Okay. So Slime Steel Strike can definitely come out. That sucks because I don't get recovery versus anything on his team. Celesteela can Leech Seed. Arceus, I mean, I think I make the correct play staying in, but I do want Rocks up to at least threaten Kyogre and weaken it for, again, if it is offensive Kyogre, then Ho-Oh can just click Brave Bird now. Again, he does have Father right there. And landing Toxic would have been nice on that Mon, but maybe I can still, with some good pivots, I can still bring it in on that. I'm just going to go for recover again because, one, the chance he can miss, and two, he does less to me at the end of the turn unless he crits anyway. I just want Buzzwole to click Toxic, do some damage, that's it. Alright, so go ahead and give me this Solgaleo, nice. Makes Celesteela's job easier. Same thing with the Anseed. I don't know if he actually knocks out my Buzzwole. I feel like it eats any hit from Zygarde. Jesus. Nothing. Alright, so I'm assuming Kyogre will come out now. That's the play I would make. Mewtwo's another tough mon for me to deal with, but as long as Ho is at full, I can knock it out. And just click Brave Bird. Yep. I would assume Kyogre because it literally clicks Water move versus me. Though Ice Beam will more than likely come out. We'll make the Groudon play here. And what I'm actually going to do after I go Groudon is double into my Buzzwole to get that one turn of leftovers recovery, and that might be the difference between Zygarde knocking me out and not. Depends, of course, if he scalds here. If he scalds right now, then I'll make the double. The great thing is, again, I got that Stealth Rock turn on Kyogre, so Ho could take it out. Goes for Calm Mind. Okay, so I'm definitely not going to double now in front of this monster. And we're faster. Beautiful. So I take Ice Beams and I can knock him out with Fire Punch. Can't even freeze me because of Sun. That's definitely something I was thinking about. So we get rid of the hardest Pokemon to switch into on his team. Easily the hardest Pokemon to switch into. And what I'm going to do is go directly into Buzzwole right here. I'm going to go directly into Buzzwole. I'm Prey. Because if I can Roost off and Toxic, I'll be good. That boy took 8. Let's go! Let's go, Buzzwole! I'm the real father of... Yo, I'm hype. He took 10. That's king. That is the king. Okay, if he's Rest Talk, I mean, I still saw him. That is the king. Are you Rest Talk? Or are you Dragon Dance Coil? I knew it could take a hit, man. I knew Buzzwole would show its worth. This is what I'm talking about, man. This, you guys know I talk about it all the time, but I love when I showcase him on, and it does what it had. That boy took 1,000 arrows and extreme speed. Of course, it was unboosted, but who outrage, you say? I could probably take another, to be honest. I can more than likely take another. I bet you that's a roll. Nah, it's not worth letting Celesteela take the hit. Actually, why would I not go Diancie here and then double out to Buzzwole? Because I'm immune to it. Obviously, he's going to become father now. I'm assuming it might be Lum. What item are you? Nope. Right back out to Buzzwole we go. Hey, that means Buzzwole takes the next hit guaranteed. Let's go. Is that Tectonic Rage or Devastating Drake? Yum. Buzzwole does not care. Go ahead and 1v1 father. You still father to me, bro. You are definitely still father. But get 1v1 by the boys. Whatever I was trying to say there. Alright, so this monster comes out. Don't have a switch in. So I'm going to Toxic you. I thought it was going to eat for a second, guys. I got so hyped. I got so hyped for a second. So Ho is my best play because it does eat one hit. Let me just make sure that it knocks out a return, which is what I'm thinking about going for. Nope. Brave Bird does knock it out, but I don't want to take the whatever. That's fine. It's worth it to knock out the Mega Mewtwo. Like, unfortunately, I lose that Mon, but we'll go Celesteela here in case he goes Xerneas first. I think Toxic is worth it in case he doubles out to Zekrom. But also, depending on the Geomancy side, I still think Toxic is the best play. Because I can protect Stall, switch around if he does have the Thunder. And as long as I have Arceus Ground alive, I'm not worried about Zekrom. Scarf can't beat me. Can't lock itself into Outrage because I have Diancie. Can't do anything. So, he does go for that Geomancy. Please land, my friend. Thank you. Toxic is always one of those moves like, hit. Heavy Slam didn't knock him out, which is why I didn't go for it, by the way. He has Thunderbolt. So Moonblast is more than likely coming out here. We're going to go Diancie though because I think it's the most expendable member, and then I can always double out to Groudon after. Oh nice, he didn't go for it. So what I can do is just Mega Evolve and just click Moonblast. Yep, and what we do now is we go directly into We go directly into Celesteela. I could protect, but if he's Aromatherapy, this is literally my best play. To go for Heavy Slam. Because it prevents him from getting the Cleric. And we're still good. Let's go out to Groudon now. Because I can just Fire Punch to put him in Judgment range. I think the only set that would actually beat me down would be like Life Orb Tailwind. Just goes for Outrage. I go Arceus Ground. I eat every hit. I just recover it off. I wonder if he's Scarf. I wonder if he's Scarf and he's going to crit me. He is indeed Scarf. And I just recover until he hits himself in Confusion once. And then I knock him out. I think I knock him out of that range. It's Arceus Ground after all. But then again, like, he could be running some random investment. $88. Okay, yeah, I knock him out. Nice. Alright, so Buzzwole actually proved its worth there, which was pretty cool. I actually enjoyed that a lot. Buzzwole proved its worth. That was clean. Took a crit too. Was able to take on Father. And was able to stall a little bit. So, great. That's what it's supposed to do in Ubers. A little bit sad about the first game, especially because I could have Stone Edged the Ho upon switching. Oh well. That is the Pokemon. It still would have been clean though, to like the satisfaction of Stone Edging a Ho upon switching. I can't believe that man stayed in on Deante though. Did you guys see all those tier shifts, by the way? I think they're ridiculous. Like all the stuff that's happening right now. I mean, I gave my thoughts on it if you guys want to check it out as well. But because the video ended up being like over an hour long, unfortunately. But yeah, okay, so next battle, I want to see a Marshadow, and I want to see it get hard-walled by Buzzwole. I just want to Toxic and Roost and beat everything down with Buzzwole. That's all. That's it. That's all I want. That's not too much to ask for, is it? I don't think it is. Where are the battles? Do I have points in this? Ladder, Ubers. I'm on the GG Itsutsu account. Oh, I remember 136. That's not even that much. I think Jamved's up here too. What's his name? MTV Jam? He's right next to me. Yay! Okay. So, first thing I noticed, his entire team is toxic prone. So that is amazing. Second thing I noticed, hello Buzzwole. Third thing I noticed, hello Deante. Puts in work. Fourth thing I noticed, I'm leading off Arceus because it can beat a Veltal. Plus it gets up rocks early. He doesn't have a Defogger, or one that I can see anyway. Or any common Defog. I don't think a Veltal learned Defog. Actually, Lugia learned Defog if it's not multi-skill. Learns. I know to talk. I feel like I don't really have an accent, but I definitely have a specific way that I talk because I grew up in New York in the Bronx. I know that Shizzy has it too. I hear it when he talks. Fire, water. Like, I mean, I grew up saying water too, but I say water. Obviously now, it is the thing that we drink. Alright, so Deante's really good in this game. But I do want rocks up early. Rocks up early mean that multi-scale is broken and Deante destroys him. It also means that Buzzwole can just click Toxic on everything, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Jamvad, you here? I'm about to give him a push in me recording. Recording at the moment. He actually just hit me up asking if I'm here. Come on, I love, dude. Friend. Play. Yay! Okay, good. This is a Buzzwole game. Alright, so, I mean, this mon's important for Groudon and whatnot. Have fun. I can't switch in on this Pokemon anyway. And it's making me too wide too. Like, I literally cannot switch in on this mon. Like, at all. Damn, I've noticed the Buzzwole. That's sick. Alright, so I'm gonna make the Celesteela play. Ideally, he doesn't Fire Blast right here. He Side Strikes first. Ice Beam is good too. He said Buzzwole ain't Pinsir. Oh, shut up. I'll protect the Scout for that. The Fire Blast right here. As he has Flamethrower. And please go for Flamethrower again. That way my Ho takes a hit. Because I have to sack Ho to beat you. Alright, so thankfully, he doesn't get a crit there. I do live Side Strike unless he's modest. Not bad. Alright, so we get rid of the biggest threat to my team, but I mean, at the same time, Mewtwo was such a giant threat. Like Ho was such a giant threat to his team, it literally clicked Brave Bird. But I can go out to Diancie here, because that deals with if Velatile has a switch in, and if he goes Groudon, I have Magnet Rise for that too. Oh yeah, he wants a UU team. That's what he's asking me for. My bad, guys. Just trying to help the friend out. Damn, remember when Janvet used to hit me up? Just to play Pokemon together? Jokes aside, I'm gonna Mega Evolve in Moonblast just to get out damage for Fire Punch from Groudon. Beautiful. Can't believe he Geomancy too when I have Groudon right there. Celesteela can beat Lugia. I actually need Celesteela in this game. Arceus is a switch into Groudon. I feel like Arceus is the most expendable member, and I can just go Groudon and Fire Punch. Yes, being a switch into Groudon would be great. Definitely, but I think that it's worth sacking, at least there. In that case, because like Groudon lives every one hit. Even plus 2 Focus Blast, HP Ground, whatever. And Fire Punch knocks him out. And I'm also, I guess, going off the fact that I hope my opponent isn't Fire-type Groudon. Like, he doesn't have a Fire-type attack. If Velatile comes out, I can easily go out into my... I'm going to keep Groudon alive just in case it is faster than his own Groudon. Actually, there's no point. That's Fire Punch. I'll let him die, because I don't want Diancie taking unnecessary damage. And I can easily just Power Gem, too. Because Power Gem hits Groudon upon switching. He's Scarf at Velatile, so he sacks it. Yep, Power Gem knocks that boy out. Don't gotta worry about that. And Groudon's gonna come out, and all I gotta do is Magnet Rise, and then the rest should be cake for Buzzwole. Ooh, Rock Polish. Are you Fire Punch or Stone Edge? Show me Stone Edge. Oh no, he's Fire Punch. No! SD Lava Plume, what the hell? Bro? What is that? What just happened? I don't know what that is. But I do know that Buzzwole is going to click Toxic right now and wall this Marshadow. Like, straight up. I'm keeping Diancie alive too for Lugia. Look how little this boy's going to take. He took 22. That's Z. That's leftovers. Oh, that's not even Z. That's leftovers. Crap. If it's sub bulk up, that's bad. Oh, don't matter now, I guess. As we do manage to land our Toxic. Nice. Might as well go Celesteela because I can literally click Leech Seed here and beat. Yeah, and I didn't want it to be random Arrow Blast too. No, don't say GG. Let me wall. I wanted to wall your Marshadow with Buzzwole. I'm looking for another game. Cause like this is the game I wanted. We're fighting webs. We are fighting webs. I can easily stick a web later, so I can easily get rid of his webs later. I'm gonna lead off with my hole and try to burn Smeargle turn 1. Plus Smeargle can't nuzzle my Arceus ground, which defogs pretty easily. I'm actually very weak to this mon right here. And that's why I don't want Diancie getting paralyzed, because Diancie is pretty solid in this, being able to check Rayquaza and whatnot. Leads off with Groudon, as I lead off with Ho-Oh. So that's not bad. We'll go directly into Arceus ground. As he goes for Stealth Rock. I'll get a note myself. Would you go out to Smeargle here? I don't think you go Smeargle, but I do want to break its Focus Sash. I feel like you wouldn't stay in with Groudon though. If it's Stealth Rock, it might not have Fire Punch. It could be Thunder Wave. It could be SD. Did I use this team? I don't know. This mon is tough for him to switch into. I'd rather get a... Really? So he does have Fire Punch. Recover off the damage if he realizes, yeah, you don't stay in with Groudon on an Arceus. Good. You definitely don't stay in. Unfortunately, he does have Fire Punch, which means that my Mon isn't going to wall him. And it is Subseed Shaman. I'll defog here because I figure you go for the sub first, and he probably would Leech Seed here. I do take one Seed Flare. I'm gonna go for my Stealth Rock. Like I said, I take one Seed Flare, and I much rather break this Mon's Focus Sash. So go Ho now. I can recover later versus Groudon. He does get the Spadef Drop, unfortunately, on me. Which means he can Air Slash flinch me to death if he wants to. Thankfully, we break through, which is pretty cool. And now I can go out into Celesteela here. He could sub again. As he does go for Leech Seed. Oh, God, this is going to be annoying. But we'll double out. As he goes Groudon. Basically, I was going to try and Regenerator stall him a little bit. Because he went Groudon right there, I can go out to Arceus on a potential Stone Edge and knock him out with Judgment. If he goes for Stealth Rock, that's fine too. I can also recover. I'm just so surprised he's risking his Groudon right here. I'm gonna recover either way. Why are you risking Groudon? He's gonna switch on now, but what? Okay, well, he gave me his Groudon. I'll take it. That's literally what Arceus Ground was there for. So he gave me Groudon. Rocks will be up though, so he can go Shaman. But he did give me Groudon right there, so I'll take it. Like, not that Buzzwole does anything in this game. He knows my entire set too, so he can literally sub up here. I don't know why he didn't sub. He definitely should have. Yeah, he should have subbed before. Like, he saw my entire set. So we're going to Heavy Slam spam. It's 120 base power after all. Nice. And Shaman seems to not be able to stall me, which is great. So, that's amazing. And, yeah, that's actually amazing. Celesteela is useful too for Rayquaza. Go Smeargle right now. Would he Spore immediately? I don't think he'd Spore immediately. I don't think he'd Spore immediately. I think he'd get up Webs. And I was thinking about going Diancie there over Arceus, but I'm not sure. Yeah, he did go for Spore immediately, so I make the correct play. Basically, I thought he would go for Web first, but because he didn't, I get in Diancie, I can Mega Evolve, and now I just get to fire off a Moonblast and get my kill. So, this knocks out Smeargle. We prevent any Webs. Honestly, I kind of want to Madden Rise, because I feel like he would Sticky Web anyway, maybe forgetting about Diancie, but nah, it's not the correct play. Moonblast is the better play. I love how he Spored even though I was down to Hazards. So Smeargle goes down, nice, and Diancie's still here to check Rayquaza. Xerneas comes out, the monster itself. Going to Moonblast you for damage. And unfortunately, it looks like Buzzwole isn't going to be doing anything in this game. Unfortunately. I have to keep Celesteela healthy for Rayquaza because that thing can beat me. I'm assuming it's Z Rayquaza because this was Power Herb Xerneas. So my Groudon needs one hit, and Kyogre is still checked by Ho as well as Diancie. Unfortunately, there wasn't a play that I can make that doesn't allow Rayquaza to come in because I know by me going for this and Fire Punching and knocking out Xerneas, I allow Rayquaza to come in, but there's no play I can make that didn't allow it unless I dodge like with Celesteela. And I eat that up. I don't eat it up, but I take that rather. And Kyogre can come out if it wants to, or Rayquaza. I'd go Rayquaza, yep. I mean, no reason not to Fire Punch. I don't know why he Extreme Speeded I guess he's not a Dragon Dance variant because he has Life Orb. So that actually makes it easier for me because I go Diancie now and just click Moonblast, knock out Rayquaza, and also hit Kyogre for massive damage for Ho to knock it out. So we got rid of Rayquaza right there, and then Kyogre can come out right now. We Moonblast that, and then we knock it out with Ho. Unless he's like max speed Kyogre. But even then, if I get a special attack, that's not max speed. That's 37. Actually, he might have been max speed. Hold up. He has Water Spout. Ooh, that special attack drop might have mattered. I mean, I'm max speed on my Ho too. Yeah. I guess special attack drop didn't matter. Good game. Unfortunately, I didn't get to Buzzwole as much as I wanted to in this game, but at least in that one battle, it showed its worth. In the second battle, you did see how little it takes from Marshadow. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, of course, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Buzzwole definitely does have a place in the Ubers tier. For the most part, I don't like Stone Edge too much on it. I actually like Ice Punch a little bit better. Or Lunge even. I think Lunge is really cool too for Marshadow. I mentioned it in the moveset video if you guys want to go and check that out. But I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye, friends.